right, so we are power washing to drill some holes down here to see if there's any way to get good drainage to try to save our little banana over there. He's looking so sad. And we're gonna try to move him, or at least drill holes around to get some drainage going, because this soil is not good soil. Well, as you can see, our poor little banana plant did not make it. We tried so hard to rescue him, but the drainage was just really bad back here. And unfortunately, when we planted him, we didn't realize that that was going to be a problem. So this is where he used to stand. Rest in peace, little banana. In the meantime, as you can see, we have started demo. I'm going to do a different post about that. But in speaking about it, since we're talking about drainage today, and you saw my husband trying really hard to poke holes in the hard caliche soil, this is actually what we were talking about. We've got a really thick layer, and a lot of places in Phoenix apparently do, of just very, very hard cement-like clay. And you know, Justin had recommended trying to do the power wash to drill around, like if you have a plant that needs better drainage, to help it start to drain out under that layer, but we couldn't find the bottom of that layer to get that hole to drain. And so what we ended up doing is, when we did the rest of the demo, my husband just tried to really get rid of or break up as much of that layer as possible. And we are definitely going to be doing more of that turning when we put the good soil in here. So that will be a post for another day, but I just wanted to kind of finish the story of that banana plant. It was so sad that we weren't able to save it, unfortunately, and it just goes to show that knowing what you're doing before you start is very helpful. Okay, so the next thing that we were going to talk about today, though, is another kind of cool invention. Justin's in some of his videos, he talks about starting to do Graywater, and how his system of Graywater, the very first one that they did, was just taking a bucket out of the bathtub and dumping it on some plants to save that water and reuse it. And so next I'm going to talk about this little system that my husband put together.
Here's my first makeshift concept of a Graywater system. What I did was I attached the condensation hose off the central AC unit, attached the a half-inch PVC conduit pipe, put an angle there and right to my tree, and I haven't had to water it even during the hottest months here, and it's just been thriving, even though the water coming out of it has been pretty hot.
Right, the water has been hot, so we've had to kind of move it a little bit further away from the tree sometimes, because it gets real hot in that too. But
come close and you can see the water dripping out.
Excellent makeshift Graywater system. Look at that.
Just free water just dripping in there at
and
the perfect
very
rate.
Happy, much taller plant.
This has grown about a foot in the past month and a half or so.
It's our Royal Poinciana here. Yeah. All right, check back later for other ideas.